So I've been testing something pretty interesting sitting right on my desk for the past few days. And it's one of those devices that looks simple at first, but the more you use it, the more questions you start asking. This is a compact gaming soundbar aimed at people who want better audio than laptop speakers or basic monitor sound, but without going full desktop speaker setup. And right away, the idea makes sense. Clean desk, minimal cables, still decent sound. It's small, it's lightweight, and it fits perfectly under a monitor. You plug it in and it just works. No complicated setup, no software headaches, nothing like that. Just USB power and either Bluetooth or wired audio, depending on your setup. Now, the first thing you notice when you turn it on is the RGB lighting. It's subtle, but definitely there. If you're into gaming setups, you already know the vibe this is going for. It's not over the top, but it does enough to blend into a modern RGB desk aesthetic without feeling distracting. But looks aside, the real question is always the same with products like this. How does it actually sound? And surprisingly, this is where things start to get interesting. For something this size, you don't expect much separation in sound. Usually compact speakers end up sounding a bit flat, a bit boxing, like everything is coming from one small point. But here, the audio feels wider than expected. That's where the SuperWide technology comes in. It tries to simulate a broader soundstage, and while it's not magic, it does make a noticeable difference when you're gaming or watching content. In games, directional audio actually holds up better than expected. You can pick up movement cues, environmental sounds, and dialogue without everything blending into a mess. It's not replacing a full surround setup, but for a single bar solution, it performs better than you'd think. Music is a mixed bag depending on what you're listening to. Tracks that rely heavily on bass don't hit with deep subwoofer energy. Obviously, that's just physics. But mids and highs are clean enough that vocals stay clear and instruments don't feel overcrowded. For movies and YouTube, this is probably where it fits best. Dialogue clarity is solid, and the wider sound effect actually helps make casual viewing more immersive compared to built-in speakers. Connectivity is another strong point. Bluetooth 5.4 means pairing is quick and stable, and switching between devices doesn't feel like a chore. And if you're on a desktop, USB power keeps things simple without needing an extra adapter brick cluttering your setup. There's also a headphone port, which sounds like a small thing, but it actually adds flexibility. If you're gaming late at night or just need privacy, you can plug in directly without changing your whole setup. Now, is this going to replace a full speaker system or a serious headset? No, and it's not trying to. What it is trying to do is sit in that middle zone. Better than monitor speakers, cleaner than a full 2.1 setup, and more immersive than you'd expect from something this size. But there are trade-offs. You're not getting deep bass. You're not getting room-filling volume. And at higher levels, you can start to notice the limitations of a compact driver setup. Still, for what it is, the balance is actually pretty impressive. If you're building a clean setup, maybe for gaming, studying, or even just everyday use, this kind of device makes a lot of sense. It doesn't demand space. It doesn't demand attention. But it quietly upgrades your experience in a way you notice over time. And that's kind of the theme here. It's not trying to be the best at everything. It's trying to be good enough at everything that matters for a desk setup. So yeah, if you've been stuck using laptop speakers or basic monitor audio, this is one of those upgrades you feel immediately, even if you didn't realize how much you needed it before.